You might be wondering, did Ludi finally join a cult? No, I didn't. I'm just gonna be playing as an Eastern European country, so it's only appropriate that I dress in the traditional clothing. I don't have any Adidas though, because it's kind of out of my budget, so I'm just wearing whatever this hoodie is that I got from a secondhand shop. But I digress. Today, boys, we're gonna be slapping around all of Eastern Europe as the Muscovites / Russia, and boy, is it gonna be insane because they got some amazing new missions, insane flavor, and honestly I kind of feel like they're a little bit too overpowered, but let's see. I'll let you be the judge of that after you see just the initial missions and freak out already. Also, boys, if we get 5,000 likes on today's video, I'm gonna be doing a second part for this campaign where we go down the path of protecting Slavs and forming the third Rome, if you know what I mean, but only if we get those 5,000 likes in the first few days after this is out. I need to know you want to see this campaign, okay? You need to tell me right now. Also, boys, I'm trying to reach 170k by the end of April, and if this video just came out right after April, well, I'm still trying to reach 170k, so please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Also, if you want to buy the Domination DLC, you can get the Domination pre-order bonus if you use my link in the description, as well as you can get any of the other PDX games from my Nexus. I get a commission on any purchase, so I would really appreciate it very much. It would help me finance the restoration of the second rebirth of the Roman Empire, where we're totally not gonna conquer the world and make Roman Empire great again. That's right, I'm gonna be making some hats. Y'all boys want some Marega hats, huh? I know you want a Marega hat. Just admit it. You want the Marega hat, don't you? Can you imagine how creepy it would be if I was to wear this hoodie the whole video? That's why I'm gonna wear the hoodie the whole video. No, I'm not. I will take it off once in a while. I want to see if you notice when I take it off and put it back on, okay? I'm gonna be playing mind games with you today, my boy. Now, as some of you probably realize, in 1444, the Muscovite as well as the other principalities, the Russian principalities that is, were still under the Tatar yoke. You have a nice pop-up here that says, until we destroy the Great Horde and take the city of Sarai, we will be paying them a tribute yearly. From a historical standpoint, the Muscovites were still a tributary of the Great Horde for another 40 years. But the reality is that they didn't pay any more tribute. And even in 1444, they barely paid any tribute, if any at all. So it was more of a traditional thing that didn't really occur. In fact, the tribute is why Muscovy got so big, because Muscovy was the one that was collecting the tribute from the other principalities and giving it to the Great Horde, until they had the brilliant idea of not giving to them and using that tribute to just get strong by themselves, which eventually bit the Great Horde in the bottom, if you know what I mean. Alright, boys, now obviously with 1.35 domination, Muscovy has received a lot of flavor, including a brand new mission tree that is super huge and powerful compared to the old mission tree they had. One of the first missions here is Rally the Army. We gotta have 80% force limit and 10 mana per month for admin. We already are getting 8. We're gonna get an advisor as well, so let's get this inflation guy. And we're also gonna give out the +1 admin, which means we already have 10, so we just need to get the force limit. Let's do our estates first and foremost though. As you notice, we start with the strong duchies now, which is good. We would have given that anyway, right? As well as the Mesnich system. That's, by the way, exactly how you pronounce it. If anybody says you pronounce it another way, they're wrong, clearly. This system essentially was a serfdom system. It is going to be a pain in the ass to deal with. We also can get 1 stability, so we can start getting prosperity in our lands. We're going to give out the other +1 mana privileges, obviously, from the very get-go. And let's see what diet agenda we have here. Base tax, own the provinces in Samara, at least 1 province in the Kazan area. All of these are really good, actually, for that matter. I feel like the loyalty for the burghers might be the better option, since we want to get rid of that privilege that we have here, the Mesnich system. Let's see, some crownlands too, and overall it's a fairly standard estate with the increased levies, the religious diplomats, and so on. I recommend you watch my estates video. One thing that is unique to the Muscovites though, when it comes to privileges, that you will not find in the estates guide, is the early serfdom versus increased peasant freedom privileges. Either you want to squeeze everything out of your peasants early on, and it might cause some problems later down the line, or you get some massive debuffs early on and it might be better for you down the line, but it's not going to be so good early on. It's your choice. I'm kind of okay with a little bit of serfdom. Serfdom never did anything bad to the peasants in this area, of course, never ever. Maybe a little bit sometimes, but you know, it's shut up, okay? Obviously, we're gonna make everybody that we can make a rival, and boy, are we gonna be slaughtering the Novgorodians first. We can also conscript elite Cossacks because of this privilege that we gave out the Cossacks, but it's gonna lose 15 loyalty. So whenever we want to do this, we want to make sure that we have the extra loyalty available, or just don't give a schnaps about it, really. Let's also not forget to get the indebted to the merchants, so we got the loans that we need for the early conquest. Plus, we got to recruit our mercenaries, the independent company over in Belashgo. That's also how we pronounce that province, by the way. And once our mercenaries are finished recruiting, we can rally the army. It's going to give us the amazing event of Muscovite administration adaptability, or adaptation. I'm sorry, I'm dyslexic, so it's weird for me when I see words that I'm not used to. Now we have two options. We can get permanent claim on the entirety of the Russian region plus other parts of the world, or we can turn all of our permanent claims, that means all the claims even after that we get from the rest of the mission tree, into not permanent claims. But we get this, we get until the end of the game diplomats +1 and core creation costs -15%, as well as allowed to claim bordering claims, can claim entire states, and there's no additional claim costs. It is honestly one of the most powerful modifiers you can have in the entirety of the game, in my opinion. It's so powerful that I stood up twice from my chair. You probably noticed my chair is not my old chair. My old chair went to chair heaven, and now I'm sitting in one of those old grandma chairs that people in Eastern Europe have. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? You know. The benefits of permanent claims are obviously the fact that you don't need to be worried about time, whilst the other claims expire after a certain amount of years, in most cases 25 years if we go for this right now. However, the other thing is that permanent claims reduce the core creation cost by 25%, whilst regular claims reduce it by 10%. But this core creation cost -15% brings it down to 25. So you pay the same amount of admin, and then this modifier also gives it the diplomat. So obviously we're going to go for that. And not only that, but whenever you conquer provinces outside of your claimed provinces, you still get the 15% core creation cost reduction. So it's a no-brainer. The bad part is that we have to rush. Within 25 years, we got to conquer all of these provinces here. For me, that's not a problem. I've done even faster than that conquest of the Russian region, even on stream on my Twitch. Check it out, by the way. Would love to have you over in chat. But if you're not confident you can conquer all of this in 25 years, well, then you got to put the hoodie on and join your local map playing cave dwellers. We do start with the Chad Lord here, Dmitry Rurikovich. We're going to assign him in charge of one of our armies, and we're going to have to get another guy for the other armies later down the line. We're going to save up our mana points, the military ones, because we need to get military tech 4 as soon as possible. We're also going to be consecrating a couple of these metropolitans that we can consolidate, or consecrate, sorry, because we want to get the icon of Saint Michael, which offers us 5 discipline as well as some manpower recovery speed. So we're gaining 330 manpower per month, which is actually significant for the early part of the campaign. On exactly the 11th of December, we're going to be charging into Novgorod. Set up any of these conquest war goals that you want. Torzok over here seems like the juicy one, and let's go with that. A lot of people asked me before, why don't you go for the reconquest of Velsk? Well, that's obviously because that's 1 3 development province, and then I would pay extra diplo points for taking all of the regular provinces because I didn't go for the conquest CB. So why would I waste a ton of diplo points for 1 3 development core? It's just, do I really need to answer that, guys? Come on. All right, let's crush their armies and their spirits and take their money and refrigerators. Also realized I forgot to get my my military advisor. And whilst we're doing all of this, let's improve relations, get royal marriages, and just be really nice to our vassals so we can start integrating them afterwards. To facilitate my conquest of Novgorod, I'm going to give objectives to my vassals also, so they know which provinces they're going to be assigned in taking. Sometimes they listen, sometimes they don't listen. At least I gotta try, right? Oh no, the peasants revolted because I gave them the privilege and I made them serfs. Oh, whatever am I gonna do? Revolt, you scumbags! I'm gonna crush ya souls! It really is just a case of carpet sieging this, and that's pretty much it when it comes to the Novgorod war. It's fairly easy to deal with them. The toughest bit obviously is just taking their capital of Novgorod, which sometimes can be a pain to take, but the rest of the country and the army are just insanely easy to deal with. We do have to pay the tribute, 28 ducats. The reality is, if we don't pay the tribute, what happens afterwards is all of our provinces are going to get devastated because of an imaginary raid that we never saw happening, but apparently the provinces are devastated stated, so it definitely happened. Ergo, just pay the freaking tribute. Let's go ahead and make our leader a general. He is not bad. Holy schnaps. All right, we're also going to be attacking these guys. We're going to co-belligerate Ryazan. We want to get rid of all the dissident Russian principalities, let's say. Everybody that's not a part of us, essentially. And yeah, guys, a forever goon. Let's Carpathia Siegius now. Hot damn, only 360 days. Yes, say boy. All right, let's get rid of these rebels before they actually become a nuisance and they actually take Muscovy. We don't want that to happen, obviously. And with these rebels out of the way, we can also focus on what's left of Ryazan, I guess, now, in order to get ready for the Great Horde War right after. Whoa! Whoa, 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 boys. This is a day that shall be talked about in the annals of virgin history. Tver fell at 7% for the player. Nothing as such has ever been heard of before, but rejoice, because I will make the save game available to all of my patrons and channel members. So if you want to check this amazing 7% chance that we got here, boys, you know what to do, and I would really appreciate it. You would massively be supporting the channel, and I will forever be indebted to you, sir. Now I'm gonna put back the hood because one of my cult members asked me to play Rasputin, and this is my protest. I'm not doing it. I'm protesting right now. Don't attack me, just go to Pskov, you stupid AI. They've been literally just going between Pskov and coming back for I don't know how many months. A lot of months. It's AI is just big brain sometimes. I love the big brain AI so much. I just realized I look like some of those guys from Oblivion. Oh my god, dude, I want to play Oblivion now. You know, Oblivion and Skyrim are two of my favorite games, really. The Elder Scrolls universe in general is. I'm not putting the online one in that same group. The online one sucks. Alright, Ryazan, it's time to lay down your arms. Oh no, you got our next toss. Really? I gotta siege you down before anything? Bruh. Now, the question is, do we do it like this and then we pay 68 Diplo in order to annex that? Or do we do it like this and we don't pay any Diplo points to annex it, but we're not getting the extra money we would be getting from Ryazan? However, honestly, I don't care about the money as much as I care about the fact that I don't pay 68 Diplo for this. You know what I mean? All right, let's go with this full annexation here. 45% overextension, and we got to pay 428 to core the schnapps up. Holy mother of God, that is pricey as schnapps. And it also looks like Odoyev doesn't have any allies, so let's get rid of him right now. Dude, if this actually falls at 7%, and I've been struggling here for freaking ages, I'm gonna be really pissed right now. You better not fall at 7%, or else I'm telling you. That's it. The hood is staying the entire freaking game. I'm pissed now. I hate you, Novgorod. I hate you with the passion. Now I gotta bring my troops from the south to get rid of you, you scumbags. Well, how lucky to stick around for 520 freaking days, man. Can I do my peace deal at least? Of course not. Of course not. Novgorod is making gains minus 20. Screw you, Novgorod. You're not making your entire country's... What gains, bro? What gains? All right, one more down. Odoyevskos. Man, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit upset with this. Like, out of all the freaking runs, because I had a few test runs before this is the one in which Novgorod's giving me a pain and it's giving me a lot of hard time here. Really, bro? Like, come on, it shouldn't be like this, man. Well, they did decide that they're not making gains anymore, not accept anything, really. And here's the deal, right? I know the proper play would be to actually take Novgorod because it financially would be a lot better, but I need to snake all around to make sure that nobody else takes their provinces. And actually, I can do this, right? There you go. Way better. So let's go with this. 137, 131, 225 to core it up. Not too bad. Coalition is pretty much just Novgorod right now. You might be wondering, oh, but Ludi, you could have done that mission if you took Novgorod. I would not have had the war score to take Novgorod also, first off. And second off, no, that's pretty much it. I wouldn't have had the war score to take Novgorod and the other 15 provinces. You got to take 13 provinces in the war. All right, now we can, oh my God, I have 101 overextension. Yeah, I'm going to give some of this to Beluzero here. Grand Provincius, let's go with Olonets, and I'm gonna give them the really trashy ones here. Let them core this stuff up, you know, let them take care of the Rebalos and everything, you know. All right, that's enough. I don't need to get too strong Beluzero. Here you go. The rest of these are fairly cheap for me to core as well. Let's get rid of the rebels and let's attack the Great Horde, shall we? Like the 9th time that I said I'm gonna attack him. I'm actually gonna attack him this time though. I could do the Consolidate Russia mission. I'm not gonna do it, however, because it's only gonna last until the death of my current leader, which is a 312. I'm gonna abdicate this leader once my heir, the 345 Chad Lord, is gonna become 15 years of age. So I'm gonna enact the mission then. That way, I'm gonna have that -3 unrest for a much longer period. Now it's time for Warriors number 3 is Tambov as the war target, and let's go. I could co-belligerate Uzbek. Do I cannot even reach them. I'm just co-belligerating simply because I can really, not because I actually want to take anything. Thought you could sneakily siege down Nizhny Novgorod, didn't you, Great Horde? I guess that wasn't such a great plan, was it, boys? My question is, why do they even call them the Great Horde? You know what I'm saying here? The most annoying thing is that they have increased movement speed compared to my units, so they can run away from me. But look at this. I'm waiting for them to get movement locked, which means I'm going to intercept them here, and they cannot run away from that. This is one of those moments where having an actual human brain and pretending that you're human, whilst we all know deep down inside that I'm really an alien from outer space sent over here to restore the greater Roman Galactic Empire. Just joking, guys. What was my point? I forgot what I was talking about. Surprise, mother. Truly, now I gotta watch Duke's Duke it out with Dexter again. Honestly, though, that scene right there from Dexter, probably my favorite scene out of all the scenes in Dexter. And the memes that come alongside it as well are pretty good too. Whilst all of these combat is going on, our units in the south are trying to take the province. Oh, we just took out some Uzbekians. Nice. All right, let's go back here. Actually, I probably should take the capital of Uzbek so I can piece them out, get some money from them too in the process. Oh, I'm such a nice guy. I'm even getting rid of their rebellions here, bro. Like, if this doesn't say good guy Ludi, I don't know what does really. Hold up a second. What? The Tatar yoke has been removed. Wait a second. Do I not need to own this? Do I just need to have it sieged on for a while? I thought I had to own this. No. True. I need to own it for the mission, but for getting rid of the Tatar yoke, I just need to have it occupied. Right, I should have attacked these guys a little bit earlier, shouldn't I? That way I didn't need to pay for those extra 31 ducats earlier that I paid for. I mean, you cannot make this up, bro. Who names these places? Chimgitura. What the F is that? Oh, come on. Not even a white piece, boys? That's your only fortification, man. All right, time to carpet siege them then. Let's see if now they're a little bit more willing to, yeah, they are a lot more willing now. 364 ducats. Hell yeah, I'm taking out. I'm slotting out of this war, boys. I'm sliding out of it because, it's dragged on for quite a while. It's already 1450. We're 6 years into the game and we haven't even fully destroyed the Great Horde. Is this even a Ludi game, guys? I missed the old Ludi. It's all because of that stinking Novgorodian 7% siege. I blame everything on that one. Seriously, that's the whole reason right there. Wait, what? Suzdal area gets manpower and goods produced modifier reduction, and I get 1 stability? Hell yeah! And we can enforce on the Great Horde. We're taking all of these provinces with Ukek and some money as well. Coalition, it's probably the Hordes. I was expecting it to be the Hordes, and guess what? It is the Hordes. Now, I didn't take the rest of this because I will be releasing from here Astrakhan, and I'll be feeding Astrakhan all the cores that they have, which is essentially what's actually left of the Great Horde right now. Plus, by taking this particular area, I get a border with Crimea, and my next war is going to be Crimea and Kazan, so it's really just one of those double whammy sort of moments. Now, let's get our armies in position, of course. Oh boy, that is no Gucci. Is our lady here better than the guy? 331. What did we start with? Wasn't it also like a 331 or something like that? I think it's fairly the same, so not much of a change. We just lost 1 stability, really. Actually, what I also want to do is, I want to seize another 5% crownland, so that's going to give us a little bit of a rebellion. It's going to push us back a little bit because we got to kill these boyos off, but it's worth it. 5% crownlands is a big deal early on. We managed to get up to 17% crownlands after we gave the +1 mana privilege for all 3 estates, and I know every estate is disloyal now, but that's going to fix itself in a couple of months or just a couple of years, I guess. It's a hard start for us, but it allows us to become insanely powerful by the 1460s, 1470s, that freaking early on. Also, speaking of, let's lower the autonomy in all of the provinces now, since we have a little bit of autonomy that went up passively as time went on. Hey, how nice of these rebels to just pop out in the middle of my army's onslaught here. Don't even need to redirect my boys to actually send these guys to siege down that a little bit quicker. Okay, looks like we just navigated the Muscovite Civil War. Honestly, no clue how that happened. All right, sure. I mean, if you say so. National unrest and legitimacy, I'll take it, really. And the best part is that we can get now military tech 4, so we can attack the hordes and actually win battles without any sort of issues. That being said, we're primarily still gonna be carpet sieging them in order to win the wars. And I am using my mercenary units to get rid of the rebels, because my mercenaries still have 18,000 manpower pool, whilst my main army does not really have much of any manpower pool. I'm gonna name my wars just like the Soviets named their tanks in the Second World War. Object 1.975 is underway, comrades. Let's attack Penza. Oh, come on. Really, Crimea? You're not joining? Wait, what? They're occupied? What's going on here? Who are they at war with? They're at war with the Ottomans. Yep, good luck with that. Good luck with that, Crimea. It was nice knowing you. Feels bad, though. I was kind of excited to get some money from them. Ergo, why I had my troops already ready by the border with them. Let's see who can siege who faster. 35 on the minus here for these boys in Perm, and 28 on the minus for me in Kazan. My money is on the AI. I gotta be honest, my money's definitely on them right now. You know what? I'm actually gonna assign one of my armies to take care of the rebels. Otherwise, they might become an issue if I don't destroy them now. They might actually siege down these fortifications. Plus, I've pretty much carpet sieged the entirety of Kazan. I just need to wait for Chagatai's troops to arrive because they're allied to Chagatai, so I gotta wait for those guys to come around, I guess. I don't know how to even get to them, bro. Since we got some units here piled up, let's go ahead and attack them in Perm too. Let's make their stay in Perm permanent, I guess you could say, right? God damn, Ludi, stop it with the bad jokes, man. There's kids watching, for Christ's sake. Okay, I've said this before. This is the last time I'm saying it. Just because you live with your parent and you play video games all day does not make you a kid, all right? You're 32. You're a disgrace to your family. Stop watching map videos and maybe get out of the house once every 2 years. That's what I do, and it helps a lot, you know? It really does. I actually know what air smells like now. No. Don't you be running away from me, boy. Boy, don't you run away, boy. Check it out, boys. They got minus 25% shock damage decrease because they are fighting us in non-flat terrain and they are a horde. Hello, Kazanius Maximus, the best Maximus Kazan in the world. So the national anthem of that country, by the way, in case you didn't know. I know you were wondering. I know you're definitely wondering about it. Ludi, what is that amazing song you're singing with that beautiful voice? Yeah, it's just a national song, bro. Okay, we decided to get rid of these rebels with our mercenary company, so now let's go back and let's oh, Shagatai's here. Hello. Time to get some war squirt to piece them out. Oh, come on, really? The big peepee in the sky? I mean, oh, what happened? Oh shit, Oh no, my game just suddenly crashed, guys. Oh no, Paradox, fix your freaking game. Come on, it's a disgrace already. I mean, it was pretty lucky that the game crashed because now we backed up a little bit, so we don't have that event. It's just RNG, motherfucker. Ivan the Third just became the king, and I've been having a little bit of a Benny Hill situation here. I've been literally running around these guys, and I haven't been able to catch them. It's funny at first, but it's annoying after a moment, okay? I'm actually upset here. Cannot peace out freaking Chagatai no matter what I do. Screw you, Chagatai. You literally ruined all my plans here, man. On the bright side, we can do this here. Consolidate Russia because this Veliki the Third, Veliki is going to be around for a while. And we can do secure strong leadership, change the national focus cooldown minus 20 years, reform progress growth, and all estates all to equilibrium. Pretty decent modifiers overall. Let's try again and destroy Chagatai's army. If it doesn't work this time, I'm just going to peace out Kazan. Oh, we actually did manage to catch them. Hails to the Yama boys. Stack 'em the panic room, boys. Stack 'em the panic room. And let's try and catch over Kazan's army as well. With the pincer movement, eh? Guess we're pulling a Germany on them over here, boys. We're definitely pulling a Germany. That was not a stack wipe, but I'm sure they cannot retreat too far, so we can chase them down and stack wipe them. It's infuriating that I have to do this, but screw it. I need to go to peace. So 97, 94. Cannot even take any ducats or nothing, but it's fine. Let's just take these provinces here. This way, we did the estates mission, so we got 50 admin, and we can claim all of these bad boys here, core them up. We can do also this mission, subjugate Kazan, gain a conquistador with 40 tradition, as well as some missionary strength, and we can attack Nogai up next. Plus, very important, we can summon the Diet here again. And where the hell is Orda? Is that in Nogai lands? I think that's in Nogai lands, isn't it? Yayik as well, lower Yayik. Yeah, I think that's here, isn't it? Yep. All right, well, the estates is telling me I need to attack Nogai, so I'm going to be doing so. I'm also going to be selling some titles here. Let's go with that, and seizing crownlands afterwards, ending up with 12% crownlands, but we got a ton of money that we can use in future wars. And we got the province of Zlatust, which is a gold mine, so once we fully core this bad boy up, we're gonna have a much better economic situation overall. I'm also gonna be claiming the title of Defender of the Faith, and I'm gonna be protecting my Orthodox brethren. Totally not doing it because of the juicy morale of armies, missionaries, and war exhaustion reduction. That's not why. I'm in it for the protection, of course. And the best part is that we can start integrating our vassals now. Take note, before integrating anything, we're gonna be giving out the Boyars integration policy, which means that we don't get the -3 diplo rep after we've integrated our vassals. Let's bring these guys back. We're gonna do all 3 vassals, so I guess we're gonna have a few years of peace actually, since we can do these so that we can do 3 vassals at the same time. Famine, you say? Feed them to the Cossacks, boys. Feed them all to the Cossacks. I am of course integrating the smallest of my vassals, Yaroslav, Rostov, and Pskov, and I'm gonna be integrating Beluzero and Perm afterwards. Oh, actually we can cancel this privilege, the Meshcheveshkabarashka system. Don't mind if I do. That system overall was a pain because it gave us -33 government reform progress, and we really need a lot of government reform progress to keep up with the big boys. This right here is why I love playing as the Muscovites and the Eastern religious people and Cossack people. I got 7,000 manpower from the freaking Cossacks, and that's not the only event that can give manpower, since the Orthodoxy can also give manpower, and boy, with the recent update, do these freaking events trigger a lot more than they used to. I don't really need to do this, but I decided to diplo-vassalize Theodoro simply because I can, and might as well just use those diplo relation slots that I have right whilst I'm not doing much. That being said, the not doing much part is over because we're going to be attacking Nogai now. We're going to set the Buzuluk as the war target, and they just allied Kazan, which means we can get a shorter truce with Kazan now, and maybe even cancel that alliance that Kazan has with Chagatai. Plus, I'm going to be co-belligerating Crimea, which might prove to be a fairly decent vassal, so I'm going to be rushing for their provinces quickly here. They still have a few cores over in the Ottoman provinces as well as the Lithuanian ones that I'm going to feed them back afterwards, or maybe just fully annex them. That's also an option, I guess, right? Why not? There's not many provinces. 57 aggressive expansion, that's nothing, bro. We might fully annex them. I haven't decided. I'll decide later, let's say. With that being said, let's push into Kazan and try and get this peace deal done as soon as possible so we can reset that truce essentially and attack them before the claims expire, because remember, our permanent claims are not permanent anymore, so the ones on Kazan and Novgorod expire in 69. Funnily enough, a number that will only be a number for the majority of you guys, nothing else. Alright boys, time to get the second government reform. It took us a while, but we got there. And we're gonna go for the separate the boyars from the court, which is gonna give us yearly government power plus 1.25, and it's gonna lower the boyars' influence. We might change this later down the line, but for now, this is the most efficient one to go for, and the one that's gonna be most beneficial for us in the early part of the campaign. Because check it out, we're getting an extra 0.10 progress for all 3 of our government abilities here due to that particular reform. Oh yeah, baby, we're winning battles left and right here. I feel like Genoa attacking Crimea has solved my dilemma here. I'm not going to be vassalizing. I'm not going to be fully annexing them. I'm just going to take a few provinces and hope that Genoa takes the rest of these, and then I can release Crimea and use my Crimean vassal to attack Genoa afterwards. Let's say 1 province is enough. I really hope they fully annex them. I'm kind of stretching a little bit here. I'm kind of reaching with this, but fingers crossed it actually happens. Let's go say get war reparations, cancel some of their alliances, make it no 104 195. That's fine. Let's go with that, and let's see what RNGesus gives us, if he giveth or if he taketh in this particular engagement. I feel like one of the saddest things that has happened in 135 is the nerf to the Streltsy. We're only getting infantry combat ability as well as a little bit of manpower and war exhaustion reduction. I still remember the days when there were green aliens dressing up as actual Russian soldiers, pretending that they're Streltsy, walking around amongst us. Such a sad day that's just behind us now. On the other hand though, even though the Streltsy have been nerfed, we got here the Tatar feudatories that are gonna offer us 11 11,000 manpower. Yeah, sure. I don't mind 11,000 manpower. Thank you. Oh, I forgot that my truce with Novgorod just expired. All right, let's go ahead and attack them. I don't have any army here, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be redirecting these boys from the south, and I'm going to be, these guys actually, and I'm going to be sending them over to the Novgorodian land so we can quickly piece them out and fully annex them for that matter. I believe we can, maybe. Let's see. No. EU4 strikes again, boys. EU4 strikes again. Oh man, I hate this game sometimes. I really hate this game sometimes. I'm gonna split Nogai here in two. I'm gonna take the southern bits, which seem fairly okay, not much of a coalition. This way, I prevent anyone from actually taking the rest of Nogai. Whenever I'm ready to attack them again, I can just gobble up what's rest of them. Same goes for Kazan. I'm waiting for the truce to finish in 66, and then within one war, I should be able to fully annex them because it's only 81 war score. Meanwhile, the Novgorodians here, sadly, it's 104. I hate them. I hate them so much. One more thing I'm going to do is I'm going to disband the independent company because they ran out of manpower. They have nothing left to offer me. I'm going to have to rely on my own units now, which means I'm going to be recruiting some more units for that matter. I think I could piece out Novgorod, but I'm not going to do it. I want to fight this out so I can get some extra army tradition before I do piece them out. And yeah, nothing changed. We still have one province that they keep. Coalition, obviously nobody cares about little old Novgorod, and the best part is we can do invade Novgorod mission that offers us even more production, tax, and manpower in Novgorod, as well as until the end of the game, dev cost reduction and trade power. Plus, the best part is that we get claims on Lithuania, and that is our next target, boys. We're going to war with the Poles. It's 1463. We pretty much stabilized the Russian bits. Just waiting on truce to finish these three boyos, and we're already eating up the Ruthenian lands. That's right, Muscovy is ridiculously overpowered in 135, okay? That's what I'm saying here. I just realized something. I clicked that mission before I started coring this province, so I automatically made this like 30, actually like 70 admin points more expensive. I am officially an idiot. The time has arrived. We shall be releasing the second vassal swarm, namely Astrakhan and Crimea, from the two provinces over here. And we're gonna use Astrakhan's cores on the Great Horde to completely wipe out the Great Horde, followed by completely wiping out Kazan in a couple of months when the truce is over with them too. You know, I'm fairly certain there's a peasant over in Kazan's lands here thinking to himself, why do we keep changing ownership every few years? Why do these Muscovites take our stuff and we don't just accept it? Well, it's fine, my little Kazani boy, because now you're officially a Muscovite citizen, sir. Now give me all your money. The bright side about completely carpet sieging over Uzbek is that we actually managed to see the land, so now we know what's going on here. Let's also take a little bit of this land, shall we? Let's go and take the northern bits, I'd say. Siberia parts, not a bad idea. Expand our reach here, so whenever we form Russia, we can just easily colonize all the way into the east. Get a little bit of money as well. Might as well 151 ducats. I like that. 140, 139. And that is it for now. Let's get our troopers back home. We've got a big blob over there that we got to break up. Same for you guys. Let's not die off to attrition completely, please. Oh boy. We got 101 overextension. This is really no bueno. Let's see when we're going to get rid of that. 69, 68. All right, not too far away. 1 year away. We could probably survive. I like to maybe release something actually. Say, for example, Cossacks. How much land would the Cossacks get if I release them? They would get 2 of my provinces, and I'd get a permanent claim, pretty much reconquest of course, on the rest of Uzbek. So I feel like that's 100% worth it. Let's do that. Oh, actually, we got to piece out Astrakhan first, so let's go with this peace deal. All the money as well. Cancel whatever cores they got, and that's pretty much it. Booyah Snokos. Look at them juicy cores. Kind of funny how Kazakhs, or future Kazakhstan, I guess, belongs to us, boys. We're playing historical here. I broke the yoke. Hey, mommy, look at me. I broke the yoke. I got 50 power per Joshon. Oh, dude, again, I made another mistake. This land was already cored by me. I don't know why I thought that I just took it. I only took the northern bit, so this doesn't do anything. I still have the overextension. Oh, no, no bueno, no bueno. It's fine. We'll fight through it. We'll be good, boys. We'll be good. Let's fight a few rebels. It does good for the soul, you know, fighting them rebellions. All right, boys, we got a good case of the Renaissance in Moscow. About time. I used up most of my saved up military points, but it's worth it because now we can play with the big boys and the sandpit of Renaissance paintings. And yeah, it's finally time for for us to actually attack the Lithuanians now as well, since we've consolidated everything else that needed consolidating, obviously. The last bit here is to take Ruthenia. The bravest men in Muscovy have mustered around the border, and yeah, let's kill some people. All right, calling in Bohemians so we can use them as cannon fodder. And oh, was I too honest? I'm sorry. And let's set Bryanskas as Zvortorget. Russian to them boys, Russia big time. All right, they got a few fortifications, the original ones. I don't see any new ones actually. And Bohemia on my side is gonna be a nice diversion because the Poles are gonna focus on the Bohemians, which gives me the time to focus on the Lithuanians. Ah, how the mighty fall. Honestly, I don't even know where their army is. I'm guessing they're just slaughtering Bohemians. Yep, that was 100% correct. They've literally pulled all of their units to slaughter Bohemians. That's why I like adding in decoys whenever I go to war like this. This is really turning into a game of who can siege who faster. And guess what, boys? We got double the amount of troops they got. So I think we're winning that pretty easily here, nah? What does nah even mean? Why am I making these weird noises, dude? Oh my lord, hang in there, Bohemia. Hang in there. Just a few more months until I fully siege him down. I think Bohemia has taken a bullet for me here, so as a reward, I'm going to use my curry favors and steal all of their money and manpower afterwards. Ooh, that's a tough one, Bohemia. But hey, you know what? At least you did it for friendship, right? I'm 100% sure their entire army is quite literally hiding somewhere here waiting for me. Okay, we actually can't get our deal here. 120, 119. Nobody gives a schnapps either, so let's take our big chunk out of the Ruthenian parts. Partition of Poland, part 1. Finito, boys. Now we go back and we focus on integrating our vassals, getting the Genoese lands, and eating up what's left of Nogai. Okay, come on. Now is literally just becoming ridiculous, dude. 13,000 more manpower out of the freaking blue. Well, boys, it's 1475, and we've actually gotten all of the Russian lands in Europe that we needed. Plus, we snaked a pretty good way halfway to the Pacific. But not only that, before, this would have taken everything out of the Russians, but now, we only have 3 loans, 1% loaners, we're making bank economically, we have a massive army, and we're still gaining 839 manpower per month, and are on the way to enact some of the most powerful missions that the Muscovites have. Not to mention, we got the lands we needed to form Russia in literally 9 years, so that's just ridiculous, man. We just need to wait for Admin Tech 10 now, and just crush everybody else around us whilst we're waiting for that, right? If you guys want to see the second part, you know what you need to do. And until the next time, check out this awesome Angevin England run. And I want to give a massive thank you to all of my patrons, channel members, and Twitch subscribers. I would not be able to do this without all your support.